Hello, welcome back to Millennial Living Life. Today, I'm actually, if you watched my last makeup video, you'll realize I'm shooting this the same day. I did my makeup, did a makeup video, and now I'm doing this video. And for anyone wondering, still hate that lipstick. I ate a sandwich and it was stay all day, 8-hour wear. They use this on movie sets. They apparently don't eat on movie sets. That tracks, actually, Hollywood. Anyways, do not like it. But what I am excited about today, yes, Coco, is we are making Chrissy Teigen's mac and cheese from her Cravings cookbook. Now, if you watch my videos, you'll be like, didn't you just make her mac and cheese? Well, I made the one. This is Coco Bear. She wants to be held like a baby. Let me hold you like a baby. This is weird. Are you comfortable like this? Anyways, I'm very worried about you now. Oh, okay. Yes, this is Coco Bear. So if you watch my last mac and cheese video, you'll be like, why are you making her mac and cheese again? I'm not. I made the one from her Cravings website, which is technically her husband's. And it was good, it was easy, but it wasn't really like my favorite. So today I'm gonna make the one from her recipe. And it's very similar to my mom's recipe. And my mom uses the American Test Kitchen one. I'm gonna do a little bit of different things. Few things I'm gonna change for the I think it's a bechamel sauce. For the sauce thing, I'm gonna add onions and garlic in there. I chopped everything really finely, so it should kind of melt down by the time everything's cooked and just give a good flavor. And then I'm also, she calls for 16 slices of like American cheese, like the Velveeta. I don't like that. The store, I went to Sprouts, they didn't even have that. So I just kind of replaced it. I'm using Swiss and Gruyere along with the cheddar cheese. So I just got Gruyere instead of that to add more. I just don't like I get why. It's because it's very creamy and stuff but it's chemical, it's plastic. You shouldn't eat it. So I'm not gonna do it. And then I'm also not gonna put the breadcrumbs on top because I don't, like, this is for a whole week, and so the breadcrumbs get soggy. I don't know. So I'm just not gonna do it. I like breadcrumbs if it's like I'm just eating it once, but since this is my meal for the week, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, let's get started. So the first thing, Coco, I have to put you down, kind of. So the first thing you wanna do is grease your nonstick pan. I've already done that. Mwah! I love you. I love you, Coco. Okay, so my water is boiling. I'm gonna pour that in. Just kind of let that go. Okay, so then the next thing you do is in a saucepan, you melt 1 stick of butter. Oh my gosh. Ah! My hands are really greasy now. Okay, so we're gonna melt that. I have my whisk out already. So basically what we're doing is we're making a roux, right? So this is a sauce that's made with butter and flour, and then you add in milk, and it just makes it really, really thick. So it's kind of like a white gravy to start with, which is kind of crazy that this is my favorite style of mac and cheese because I do not like gravy. I do not like gravy. I think gravy is so gross. I have made TikToks about it. My mother thinks I am insane, but I do not like gravy. I think it's so gross. Quick note on the pasta, your pasta water should always be seasoned. Even if you're putting seasoning in the sauce, the pasta water should be seasoned. So I've seasoned the pasta water with salt, pepper, and I like it spicy, so I put it in a little cayenne and garlic and onion powder. All right, so we're letting our butter melt. So I don't know if you watch every if you're watching this and you watch every video or you just watch, you know, one out of my playlist or whatever, but I do have exciting news. This is going to be one of the last cook videos I shoot in my apartment. Like, this is my kitchen. Yes, Coco, I know. I actually signed up with this co-working space that is for women. Men can join too, but it's primarily like catered towards women. So the inside is very like feminine and stuff. And it's also catered towards influencers, content creators. So I am gonna sign up, well, I did sign up with them, and I'm gonna start shooting my videos out of there because, as you can see, my setup here is not at all. You can't see what I'm doing, like, and then I have to move I can't. Yeah, so my next videos will be out of a new space, and so you won't be seeing my house, which I am very happy about. Okay, so the butter is melted. Whew, and it is hot, so I'm gonna turn this down. Okay, so butter, add the flour. So when you do this, just because I don't eat gravy, don't mean I don't know how to make it. So the butter is going, it's melted. You don't want it to get brown. You don't want it to like start becoming a brown butter. But to do this correctly, you just put in a little bit at a time with your flour. I am not ambidextrous, so this is really fun for me. So I have it on a low heat. I have an electric stove, so low really is like medium, but whatever. So the new space has this kitchen, and it doesn't have kitchen equipment, but it has tons of outlets, so you can bring your own. So one of my friends is a chef, so she said I could borrow like her induction burners and stuff like that. So we will be doing that. I'm so excited. Okay, so now we have our 5 tablespoons of flour. That equals about a cup. 5 tablespoons of flour in our butter. Get that all nice and melted down. So then what you're gonna do is gradually add in your milk. It's 5 cups of whole milk, y'all. So this, as you pour, you just kind of want to whisk it in, and it will start to solidify. It will pretty much immediately just kind of start thickening up. So you just want to keep pouring it in, let it thicken, pour it in. Woo! And it'll get pretty thick, right? This is not lactose intolerant friendly. Like, this is gonna be, whew. Okay, so that was 1 cup. Now we have 4 more. Look at this giant Pyrex I have, guys. I found it, Kroger's was having a buy one, get one half off of Pyrex, and it included the measuring cups. So I got this giant one because my friend Kylie, who's a chef, was like, Erin, you need a Pyrex measuring cup. How do you not have one? You're in your 30s. I was like, oh. I never got married, so I never registered for any of that like homey stuff. I guess, I don't know. And people were like, how do you not have that? I'm like, how'd you get it? Your wedding? Yeah, I didn't have one of those yet, so I had to buy it myself. Okay, so eventually with this much water, it just becomes a very kind of viscous, you know, milk is a little thick, but this becomes more viscous. So you still add it in gradually, because you don't want it to break. You're just gonna pour in, and I'm getting it on my stove, so that's great. Okay, so this is all pretty dissolved, so I'm just gonna kind of keep stirring, but I'm just gonna pour in the rest of this 5 cups of milk. Okay, so those are are done. Move those out of the way. Okay, so it says to constantly whisk until a light toasty, oh wait, no. Gradually add in the milk while whisking, so we did that. And now we are going to reduce heat, which we've done. And we are going to whisking until thickened, which is 4 to 5 minutes. So that's easy. And in the meantime, you hold your blueberry. She's like, she left me all day. I went to yoga. I went to yoga for an hour. I think I abandoned her. No, I went to yoga at like 8 a.m. this morning. It was insane. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Because it's hot girl summer coming up. And I ate like crap throughout the pandemic. Okay. I'm just stirring this to keep an eye on it. It still has a little bit to go. I always cook my noodles when I'm doing a pasta thing that's gonna cook in a sauce and then is going to go into the oven. I always cook it al dente so it still has a little bit of bite to it, because when you cook it that way, it's gonna cook in the oven. So you don't want it to get mushy. So I always cook it al dente. So it really doesn't take that long when you're cooking al dente, even if it's dried pasta. I'm also in the background, I'm making a pork roast that I'm gonna turn into pulled pork sandwiches, and I really hope it turns out, because I think I broke my Instapot. I was not thinking one day, I was just really tired. I was sober when I did this, but I wasn't thinking, and I forgot to put the pot into the thing before I added the water for what I was cooking, and then I was like, oh no. So I let it dry out, but then I was like, I made a roast the other day, but I think I had my settings wrong, and it just didn't turn out good. It was like tough. I was like, this isn't good. So I'm trying it again. If not, I think I broke my Instapot. So that's a fun $100 to replace. I love my goth look. Okay, that's not thickening up, which is troubling. We're just gonna, it's supposed to come to a boil. I guess it is kind of thick. Yeah. This is so dangerous, Coco. I should not have you up here. You know you can't come with me to the new space, right? I know, it's tragic. I know. You don't let puppies. No puppies. Okay, I gotta put you down so I can check this. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think let that cool off for a second. I'm also doing laundry. It's been a day. I've got a lot of going on. I had a friend over last weekend, so I was washing the sheets, and then I was just tired. Forgot that I washed the sheets, so I opened up my washer this weekend and was like, oh no! So I'm re-washing things. Right, Coco? I love you. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna drain this. Oh, that was odd. Okay. Okay, so that's drained. And these are pretty done. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit off to the side. So next what we're gonna do is, okay, this is thickening up pretty nicely. So the next thing you do is we're gonna add in our cheese. we're gonna make just a really delicious cheese sauce. Okay. Yes, that's what we do. Okay. So first, I got the pre-bagged. I shredded everything else by hand, but shredding 9 cups of cheese is a lot. So, and why I say that is I went through I made a mess. I try to eat really, really healthy because there was like a while there where I just wasn't feeling good and no one could tell me what was the matter. Turns out it was my gallbladder the whole time, but my relationship with food got really intense because I wasn't eating gluten. I was like cutting out dairy, so the cheese I would get was like raw cheddar in blocks, and I was like, I didn't eat anything that was processed, no chemicals. It was really, really intense. So now that I'm figured out it was just my gallbladder and not really allergies so much, I still try to eat really, really healthy. But things like this where I'm like, you know what, screw it, this sounds delicious and I want to try it and make it, I just go for it. Oh yeah, y'all, this sauce. I don't even have all the cheese added. Let me look at that loveliness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the trick with this is you don't want it to burn because it can really easily. So I'm trying to hurry. Okay, so she says 3 cups of this cheddar cheese. And you're supposed to do it like a handful at a time. That's why it's like I'm not just pouring it all in because it'll goop up if you don't do that. You want to make sure that it, oh my gosh. Y'all. The lighting in the new place is going to be so much better too, but like, look. And you won't have my laundry going in the background. It'll look semi-pro. Okay, so then this is the Gruyere and Swiss. It's mainly Swiss. I like a Swiss in a mac and cheese. I think it's really good. I did Gruyere because I'm not doing that American cheese like we just talked about. Nothing against it. I'm sure it's delicious. It's just not my favorite. Hi, Coco. Oh, ho, ho, you're okay. Coco wants to be held, but I can't right now. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is so freaking cheesy. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Oh my gosh. Chrissy, yes, girl. I can already tell you this is better than John's. Already. Oh my goodness, yes. Ooh. Give me an arm workout. Yes. And y'all, I got into a pose today in yoga I've never done. I'm not good at yoga, so it's a very unimpressive move, but I don't even know the name for it. We were coming out, he was like, and then lift, and then and I did it, and I was like, and he's like, oh, good job, child, whatever, I don't know. The place I went today was very hippie. Which I like, I'm hippie, but I go between 2 different studios, I do class, so it depends on like availability, depends where I go, and like, you know, class times, but that's the cheese. Okay, so that was the last of the cheese. But yeah, so this one place, it's called Black Swan Yoga. I really like it. It's hot yoga. But it's like you walk in and it's like incense and they're like, all right. They're just very peaceful and zen there. I love it. But like I got into this pose in my face and he was like, oh, good job, my child. Like, yes, cult leader. Yes. I'm just kidding. Yoga's not a cult. Spin is a cult. Spin is such a cult. Oh my god, I love Spin. I go to Spin. I love it, but okay, this is all done. But yes. I'm burning cheese on my stove. Oh no. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so the next thing you do is we're gonna, ooh. Okay, we're doing it opposite. You're supposed to pour the shells into the cheese sauce, but I don't have pans big enough for that, so we're pouring it into this big pot. So you can see I'm just combining this all. Well, it's nice and combined. And then the next step is to pour this mixture. It says, stir in the cooked pasta with salt and pepper to taste. Okay, so there's a lot of pepper in this. Y'all, I forgot. I forgot to add in my onions and garlic. Oh no. You know what? That's okay. I can use it in a different meal. It's just pre-chopped. So if you pre-chop stuff, you can, I think my friend said, I'm putting cayenne in case you were wondering, just a little bit. So everything should have a lot of salt in it already. The cheese has salt in it. The pasta had salt in it. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I'm just gonna stir in this cayenne really quick. And you know what? I'll stir in, just for flavor, I'll stir in this, a little bit of garlic and onion. Just a little. That way it has that flavor that we're gonna be missing because I forgot. But you can keep pre-chopped stuff. I think my friend, I know some people are like, it stays up to a week or two. I'm like, that's too long. So 2-3 days. If you use it within 2-3 days, that's fine. Okay, so we did all that. So now, in our pan, let me readjust. Okay, so you want to move quick so the cheese doesn't burn on the bottom. Okay. So I'm just gonna dump this. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the mac and cheese I wanted last time I made it. Yes, it's a lot more work than John's. John Legend's recipe, but this is gonna be so good. Okay, so then bake until brown. So she says 8 to 10 minutes, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in. I'm so excited, and we will see you in 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so the mac and cheese is done, and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it just looks like so cheesy and ooey gooey. Oh, I am so excited to try it. So let's make a plate. Or bowl, whatever. Okay, so just gonna take this one. All right, let's get in there. Oh yeah. Oh, y'all, this is what mac and cheese is supposed to be. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so it's still like, excuse me, Coco. So it still looks kind of hot, but like, look how cheesy and ooey gooey. So, all right, I'm gonna try it out. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is really good. Y'all, I don't want to start drama in a marriage, but Chrissy Teigen's is way better than John Legend's, I will say. Way better. It takes more time, it takes more effort, but oh, it's way better. Oh, I'm gonna eat this whole pan this week. Oh, I'm gonna get so fat. I love it. Alright, until next time, I'll see you in my brand new space. Until then, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Instagram is at Millennial Living Life. Twitter is at Erin Millennial, and TikTok is at Millennial Living Life. Till next time.